see, my main objective is that how these annotations you're going to use within the servlet class, right? So you can use this annotation in the servlet, right? See, what is that? Where that you're going to use this in servlet? See, it is used to replace the configuration file. See here, there is one file there in the servlet. You have seen that web.xml file, right? So that web.xml file, what happens there? You're going to follow the XML syntax there, right? How the web.xml file is been constructed by using this XML syntax, right? You have the root tag inside the root tag, right? I'll just show you that. Now you just see here. See. See how you're going to construct the servlet here. Java web applications, next, next, and you're going to use this Java EE5 version, next.
We can see your screen, sir.
Oh, 1 minute. So this is how you are going to create a servlet. Just I showed you just how to create a servlet, right? You know about that. Now what happens here? No, here inside the web pages, you're going to right click on this and create a HTML page just like this, index, and click finish, right? This index.html you're going to create. Then within the source packages, right click, you are going to create Java, right click, you are going to create the servlet here, right? The name of the servlet is new servlet, finish it. Right, this is the servlet program. Now what happens here? How this is a servlet. Now my main objective is that I want to apply the annotations to this servlet, replacing this what is that web.xml file. Now here you have the web.xml file. See here. Here this is a web.xml file. You know about this. What is this web.xml? Is a deployment descriptor file, right? So when the container want to load a servlet, so the container will read this file. You know that at the runtime, right? So this is the web.xml file. You have this servlet, and you have the servlet. Inside the servlet, you have servlet name, and you have servlet class, and you have servlet mapping, servlet name and pattern, right? And you have this welcome file list. This is an XML file, right? See, and I can replace this particular XML file just without using this file. I can run. See, if I'm going to delete this, you think that if I'm going to delete this, see, suppose that if I'm going to deploy and try to debug, run it, right? See, with this particular see, instead of that, what I am going to do, instead of knowing more about this technology, so this technology can be replaced by one statement here. I'll just show you. See, now here, one minute. See, here you just check it here. This is my servlet program. This is my servlet program here. Here, you just see here, I have used the annotation here. See, here I don't have that web.xml file. You're able to see this. Here I don't have an web.xml. Just I have used this at the rate of web servlet, right? Where this particular web servlet annotation is there. See, actually, I told you that that annotation has been introduced in JDK 5.0, right? Previously, it was a web.xml file, right? Now, you just see here, it is there in this particular package, this particular servlet, right? You have to use this at the rate of web servlet. Just if you give the URL pattern, that is enough. If you're just giving this particular one line of code, if you write this one line of code, just like this, I'll show you. Now see here, I am just using this one line of code. I am applying to this particular class. So just if I am going to give this much is enough. See, the entire XML technology, I have not used any XML technology, just one line of code I have used here. What is that? I have used this annotation web servlet, built-in annotation. Just I use this URL pattern. That is new servlet. You have to pass this URL pattern / new servlet, right? These particular annotation is being applied to this particular servlet. See here, just before the servlet class, I'll put this. Just before the servlet class, I'll put, right? Now, if you run this servlet, see if you run this servlet, no problem, easily you can run. See, easily, just I have created one link in index.html. When I click on this, so it will print just it will call the servlet, right? Instead of calling this what do you say that web.xml. So you understood this?
Yes, sir.
What you understood? What you understood?
So by using that annotation, we can like import the web.xml technology in our program, sir.
Yeah. I have replaced that I have replaced that web.xml file with this single line of annotation.
Yes, sir.
Right. That is what the concept here. Right. I have deleted that file here. Here you don't have that file. Just how you have to give. See, you have to give this URL pattern. What you are seeing in that web page. When I run that web page and you are going to see that URL pattern, right? That URL pattern just you have to put here. This annotation will be applied to the class. See, here you are applying to this particular class. This is a built-in annotation. Where this particular annotation is there, it is there in this particular package, right? JavaX servlet annotation servlet. But if you want to give any additional parameters, see, just I'll show you this.
Sir, share the screen, sir.
1 minute. So if you want to give any additional parameters to the annotations, you can give in this way. See here. At the rate of web servlet, this will be there. See, the name of this, you can give one more additional information just in the form of name and value here. The name. See, first, what type of annotation it is? It is multi-valued annotations here, right? Here, this is the first one. Here, name, my servlet, you can give, comma, description. This is the first annotated servlet, URL pattern. So you can give the URL pattern here. You can give the multiple in a URL pattern if you want. See the new servlet /bar/cool. Example, see here. See. Here you have given the URL pattern, right? Here, when I click on this, so you're going to get this. So this is an URL pattern. You're seeing the address bar here, right? You can give this URL pattern, or you can set what are the other two URL pattern? One is the bar, right? If you give this one also, it will execute. If you give just other URL pattern, just like this, FO, right? So then you will get an HTTP status code that 404 not found. You can give one more URL pattern. 3 URL patterns are defined there. New servlet, COOL, cool. See here, this URL pattern also is going to work here. You can specify the URL pattern. See here, 3 URL pattern I specified. New server, you can use this, or you can use this. Now the thing is that, sir, suppose that if you want to provide input parameters to the servlet. See, you remember that when we have demonstrated about the servlet context and servlet config object, if you want to provide any initial parameters, how you are going to provide? See, you have to use, there is one more annotation, sir. Web init param, right? You can give in the form of name and value. So in the form of name and value, I am going to give the information, name and value. Right, this is an initial parameters I am going to give. How you, this is init params you have to use, equals to, you have to use this flower brackets. Right, now you see here, first, how you used to how you used to retrieve the initial parameters. You're going to use this one method called as get init parameter, right? Get init parameter to what do you say that to retrieve the name. See the name I am retrieving here, save dir, and one more parameters I am going to retrieve here, allow types, and I am going to save it in the file types one parameter, and these parameters will be saved in the save dir. Then I am trying to print that save dir value and file types here, right? See, for example, now I'll run this program. See here. See, 1 minute. See, when I run this particular program, see when I click this link, what happens? You see here, the name is save dir. The directory name is just like the path, right? And file types. These are the values: JPG, JPEG, GF. Name and value. This is a name and this is a value. This is a name and this is a value. Right. So this is about this annotations. That is what I wanted to explain you. You understood this? See, what is the main objective of this program? See, you know the servlet technology, because now you are a master of servlet technology. You can do any program. But my main intention is that I want to replace that web.xml file with the annotation, right? how to replace the entire, because see what happens here. If the programmer knows to see, if the programmer knows Java, that is not enough here. He has to know about the XML technologies also. So that instead of writing 8 to 9 lines of code, these annotations has replaced that particular XML technology in simplifying this program, right? Just by using this annotation name and just URL pattern, you can run this code, right? This is one thing. Second thing is that if you want to pass any additional in the form of name and value, you can pass this. And if you want to set the URL, multiple URL pattern for this particular servlet program, just by using this, you can set like this by separating this slash servlet comma like this. By separating with the commas, you can set the multiple URL pattern. Suppose that if you want to pass the initial parameters to the servlet, how you can pass the initial parameters to the servlet? By using this at web init param, the name and the value, name and the value. Accessing, how you can access it? You have to use this get init parameters to access this, and you can save it here, right? Then for printing, simple it is, just like how you're going to print this variable, you can just print this, right? But actually what happens now, this particular part is not there in the syllabus here. In the syllabus, what they asked you about this built-in annotations, to demonstrate about the built-in annotations and the custom annotations. The questions will come on this, but how this particular annotations can be used in the servlet technology, right? Just by using this annotation, right? This is the main intention. So instead of writing that web.xml, just you write that @ web servlet / you define your URL pattern. That's it. Your program, your servlet, you can run successfully. Later that if you want to pass any initial parameters to the servlet, when you're going to initialize the servlet, you can pass through that using that one more annotation called as web init param. Right? So this is about this annotation. There is a very small topic.